Alright, welcome back to the channel. Warhammer Man back in the studio, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new Warzone, the Nachmund Vigilus Alone. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe for Warhammer 40,000, Necromunda, Kill Team, Age of Sigmar, and of course, warcry content as well. We do everything from reaction reviews, painting tutorials, magnetization, lighting, pretty much anything you think of. So it says here, seek shelter and send an SOS with this multi-purpose new Battlezone FRONTERIS terrain. So we know the Battlezone FRONTERIS or the FRONTERIS terrain was sort of like the AdMech looking terrain from the past here. Beset from all sides, the Imperium has been beefing up its frontier defenses with a set of brand new defensive structures you can use in your games of Warhammer 40,000. Enter Battlezone FRONTERIS. So we see it has a similar aesthetic to the previous FRONTERIS terrain. But obviously has some bonus stuff going on, as we see like a bunker and some communication stuff here as well. This battle zone is designed to give you a range of new terrain for your battles on frontier worlds, or to add a little bit more militaristic utility to your existing gaming tables. It includes STC hab bunkers, a landing pad, Vox antenna, Auspex shrine, plus a selection of stockades, and will soon be available as a complete battle zone and in a variety of smaller kits. So we know there's going to be probably all this in a big bundle. Some of the items may even repeat, and then obviously some individual kits as well. So let's take a look. So here we have like a little communications tower deal going on. Very cool. I like it. And then here we have the bunker. I really like that. It's got some little ladders on the side. Definitely has a good aesthetic to it, and blends in with the current line, but also has a little bit of extra to it as well. This is the previous available setup right here. So this is the main bunker piece that came in the sector FRONTERIS. This one is cool too, because if you glue it together in a specific way, you can leave it in like two large parts and then just kind of push them together instead of just gluing it into one like closed in bunker. So you can still field it as two separate pieces, or push it together and just have it be one lockdown building. This is just sort of like a barricade deal with a front gate on it, probably for sort of building like a little like colony or something like that if you kind of combine this stuff around. Could be cool for some custom stuff too, between like rock faces or something like that. Here we have a little like control tower. It's got a computer set up there, some cool ladder action, little antenna. So yeah, that's the set. Looks pretty good. I like it. These no-nonsense facilities are designed to weather the harsh conditions of thousands of frontier worlds the Imperium is attempting to keep in foothold on, providing defense against a variety of threats. Severe and functional, these bastions have just enough Gothic flourishes and skulls to make it very clear these are Imperial made. So here we can see some of the detail on the doors, kind of like little lookout. Here we have the big hatch on top. And then here is that door setup right there. Some little spikes on top. An interesting little railing action going on here. Some stairs. I like that. It looked like we saw it positioned in a couple different places too. So I imagine it will be pretty universal. Battlezone FRONTERIS is quite varied for a backwater position, and comes with a landing pad, a Vox antenna, an Auspex shrine, elements that have plenty of utility, tall, imposing, and perfect for blocking lines of sight. It's also designed to fit into any existing terrain collection. So yeah, that's what I was saying about it. Looks like it will blend in well with basically everything from the Sector Mechanics, Sector Imperialis, and then also the Sector FRONTERIS as well. Definitely a big fan of the overall aesthetic. I do love Games Workshop terrain, and this looks very nice. So, campaigns set in Nachmund during the current season of Warhammer 40,000 can benefit from terrain-specific crusade agendas found on Vigilus Alone. These include Transmit Signal, which gives your units extra experience points and adds to the ongoing narrative of the war for Vigilus as you transmit messages of hope and despair. So it has a Transmit Signal. Character units from your army can perform the following action. Transmit Signal as an action at the end of your movement phase. One character unit from your army that is on a Vox antenna terrain feature and not within engagement range of any enemy models can start to perform this action. This action is completed at the end of your turn. If completed, the model is said to have transmitted a signal. Each time this action is completed, roll a d6, subtracting 1 from the result if any Theater of War FRONTERIS abilities are in effect. On a 4+, that signal is acknowledged by the recipient. At the end of the battle, each unit that has transmitted any signals gains 1 experience point, and any of these signals were acknowledged by the recipient, that unit gains 2 additional experience points. So it looks like basically a way to level up in the narrative play, I believe. There are plenty of other ways for you to spice up your games, match play or otherwise, thanks to the new terrain traits. Alongside the light cover, scalable, exposed position, and obscuring traits, the FRONTERIS landing pad has hidden supply ability, which lets your troops raid its cargo holds for ammo and gubbins to give them the edge in a firefight. So hidden supplies, at the end of your movement phase, 1 unit that is on top of the terrain feature and not within engagement range of any enemy models can attempt to access the cargo hold. Roll 1d6 on a 5+, that unit finds additional supplies. Until the end of the turn, each time a model in that unit makes a ranged attack, add 1 to that attack's hit roll. So +1 to hit. Looks like that will be useful in, I believe it said match play as well, so that is cool. The Auspex Shrine lets you download Propaganda, an action that makes combat attributes less easier to pass. The Auspex Shrine lets you download Propaganda, an action that makes combat attrition tests easier to pass, as nearby troops fight overwhelming odds while backed up by messages full of anti-foe invectives. Download Propaganda action. At the end of your movement phase, 1 character unit from your army that is within 1 inches of an Auspex Shrine terrain feature and not within engagement range of any enemy models can start to perform this action. The action is completed at the end of your shooting phase, if completed until the start of your next turn. While the unit is within 6 inches of this terrain feature, each time a combat attrition test is taken for the unit, ignore any or all modifiers. Whatever faction you take to Nachmund, you're sure to scramble across the Imperial handiwork, making this terrain a must-have. It will be released later in the year as part of the host of releases that will make up the season of Warhammer 40,000. So I'm not sure if this will have anything to do with the kill team zone that's going to be released soon. Definitely very cool looking. I like the sector Fronteris stuff from before, so adding on to that and basically making it so you can have a nice full table of it, or combining with some of the other terrain as well. Definitely a cool improvement and an overall good look. Here we can see like the little stairs on the side of the bunker. Got that little landing pad supply depot in there. Overall, really nice looking set. I like it. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. And that's it for today, guys. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.